So welcome back. In today's video, we are going to look at nested classes. So by nested classes, I mean, what if you have a class and this class, let me say it is called the outer class, and inside here, the class, inside this outer class, we are having another class inside called the, I can give this like the inner class, something like this. So I can put here some variable inside the outer class, say int age, something like this. Then I can do like string, let's go to name, something like this. And inside here, I can still put other things. Let me say like void, like show, a method called show system.out. This is in outer show. So I'm having inside my outer class, I'm having my variables and I'm having my method. So this can be public. That can be public. And inside my, now let us go inside my inner class. Now let me say in my inner class I'm having void. Let me call it config, this method here, and I'll say system.out in inner class. Yeah, something like this. So what if we have this structure here and I want to access the config inside my inner class, but see, look closely, the inner class is inside another class. So what will I do? So I can make this public. So let us try and compile this and we see. So if I want to access the show, I'll just create a new instance of this outer class. That is easy. I will come here, create a new instance. Let me say object, which is equal to new outer class. Then on this, I can access object dot show. Simply, I can do this. When I compile, let me compile Java main.java. When I compile and run, you see that I'm able to access my outer show, this one. But see this config. So let me try to access this config. What will I do? Automatically, after putting the config on this new object, this outer class, they are saying config is not defined in the outer class, meaning config is in another class. So what will I do? So someone can come and say, here I can say dot, remember this is the outer class, I can use the dot notation to enter here dot inner class, here dot inner class, something like this. So I can do something like this, and here I can also, here can I also do the dot inner class, something like this. So you can see that the types accepted using the dot notation, that I was able to access the inner class through the outer class, but here came the problem while creating a new instance. So how do we do this? So let me compile this. Let me take this back. Let me take this back and remove that. Yeah, and put the show back. So let me compile again and you see Java C main.java compile, compiling. Then after compiling, I want you to look at this. After compiling, Java main, then run. You see that here, see what has Java done. Java has created two classes. Java has created the outer class and the inner class, but he has used this $sign to mean that this inner class is located inside the outer class. So let me try to access the config here. So what I will do is that I'll come here down, I will say outer class dot inner class. This was accepted. We saw that we can access both the types. I'll say new object. This new object is going to be new object for my inner class. Yeah, this new object is going to be the instance that I'm going to create for my inner class, not the outer class, but the inner class. So I'll say is equal to, so I'll use this instance, the one for the outer class, which is having a variable called object. So I'll say object dot new object dot new. Here, what am I creating? I'm creating an instance of inner class. So automatically after doing that, you see that I'm able, we have no issues. So what I've done is that I've used this object and I have created a new instance, but the new instance that I've created, I was able to access the inner class inside inside my outer class. So in this case, I can access the config. Yeah, I can access the config through the inner instance that I have created. So I can clear this, clear, then run and compile. You see that I'm able to access the inner class, this one, this config here inside the inner class, simply by giving the two types, using the dot notation and creating a new instance. But the new instance that I've created is based on the outer object or the outer class. So in order to create instances of the inner class, you have to first create the outer class instance. Then from the outer class object that you created is there when you can now create a new instance for your inner class. So we have another thing. So what if I make this this class, I make it static, meaning after making this static, I don't need this. So what I will do is that in this case, I will say new. After making this class static, meaning now it is no longer part of the object, but now it is part of the class itself. So I'll say new outer class dot inner class, something like this. So this will automatically work. What I have done, I can first increase this and you see. So what I have done is that while I have here up, I've used the static keyword on the inner class. So after using the static keyword on the inner class, this means that this class, the inner class, is no longer part of the object, but it is now part of the whole class. Meaning now to access this, I can use the dot notation. Meaning I can come here, I say outer class dot inner class. Hopefully I'm clear. That's what I have done here. While creating this new instance, I said outer class dot inner class, simply by using this keyword called static. I already have a video explaining the static keyword. You can go and check it out. So that's how you can deal with nested classes. So this, can you make this static? Main class? No, main classes are here. You can say that you can see that they are saying illegal modifier for class outer. Only public, abstract, and final are permitted. So on your main class, only these three things are the ones accepted. You cannot use a static keyword on the main class. So that's it for today. Thank you.